Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Prime Pinoy Podcast.
How many of you here are thinking, what is the secret to ultimate fulfillment? Big word, no? Fulfillment. Kasi a lot of people have been trying to YOLO, trying to live life, quote unquote, you only live once, do whatever I want, I don't want to be responsible whatsoever, while some people just, hashtag hustle. Okay? Want to be responsible, want to make their dreams happen, pero both of which some people, because of their hustle, napapagod sila. And because of their YOLO, they're not hitting their dreams. Either way, it does not equate to fulfillment. And so with this big word, how many of you here, if you're watching right now, do you want to experience fulfillment as well? Hi everyone, again, this has been Prime Pinoy webcast. I'm your host, Migs Flores, and I'm one of the founders of Prime Pinoy community. If you haven't joined the community yet, make sure you join Prime Pinoy community. Its ultimate objective, its ultimate goal is to make you top of mind, best in class, and mission-driven professional or Filipino wherever you are, whatever field you're in, whether you are in business or you are in a career. Either way, the ultimate objective is to make sure I provide you with what? Weekly learnings, weekly personal growth, weekly personal development, such that because of these learnings, because of this growth, you get to what? Master yourself and equate to a bigger, better life for yourself. Now, here's the thing. This group is for free. So make sure you join Prime Pinoy community because this is a free group, no? From us. I don't have business from that. It's a gift from me to you. Make sure you get it simply because a lot of people, or maybe some organizations, some teams are actually charging for those learnings. Dito hindi mo na kailangan magbayad. It's actually for free just by joining Prime Pinoy community, as well as an exclusive access to the slides that I use and slides that I actually give to you dito sa mga webinars, dito sa mga webcast na ginagawa natin. Okay, again, this has been Mix Flores. I was called, I don't want to brand myself, pero I was called as the #1 transformational coach in the Philippines. And I gladly accept that. Of course, sino ba namang ayaw nun? Okay, and at the same time, I am a millennial just like you. I have created organizations the past 3 years that have been successful based on result, not just based on claim, no, but based on result in the financial services industry, in the hydration industry, and in the personal growth and personal development industry. And so if you want to talk about anything about career, business, or, personal life, just hit me up, message me on all of my social media handles. Ako mismo yung sumasagot, usap tayo. Okay? And for today, katulad nung pinag-usapan natin last mga minutes ago, no? Pinag-usapan natin minutes ago, we talked about what is the secret to fulfillment. Ano nga ba yung sekreto to be fulfilled? Again, pinag-usapan natin kanina because a lot of people right now, no? If I may simply share with you, I want to share my screen right now already. If I may share with you, a lot of people, okay, are working on the scale. Okay, a lot of people are on the scale of what? Happy and rich. Okay, either YOLO, okay, maging grabe, live as if there's no tomorrow, which is good, okay? Pero sometimes borderline, I'm not gonna hit my dreams, I'm gonna give up on my ambition, I'm gonna give up on whatever I wanted to happen in my life. Okay? Or the other end of the spectrum, the other end of the scale is rich. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Let's achieve our dreams. Let's be ambitious. But sometimes borderline tired, burned out, stressed, or some people are even depressed. Is it really possible to both be happy and at the same time rich? Yan yung pag-uusapan natin today. It's not about YOLO or hustle. there has been a belief system na yan yung pinag-usapan. It's either, you know what, sacrifice now, hustle now, and do not enjoy life now, be tired for your future, or YOLO now, because there's no tomorrow. For me, and what I'd like to share with you, it does not equate to fulfillment. What is fulfillment for me? Fulfillment for me is not either YOLO or hustle. It's about being whatever or whoever you are or you want to be today. It's living life to the full. It's living life as if there is no tomorrow, and at the same time hustling today. Yan yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. What is the secret of the fulfillment? And nakita nyo naman kanina, di ba? Yan yung pinag-usapan natin. Nakita nyo naman, we talked about, nawala, no? We talked about, ayan, share screen ko ulit. We talked about this one. The secret of the fulfilled. Discipline. What is discipline? What is this word? Is that even a term? I don't know if that's even a term, pero mukhang maganda siya pakinggan and mukhang may meaning siya, so mukhang pag-usapan natin ngayon. If you know, one of my co-founders dito sa Prime Pinoy community, si Coach Luis, no, lagi niya yan sinasabi, the daily bliss, and follow her page as well. Pero she's embodying that one, no, discipline. And yan yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. How come there are people who's rich and happy? How come there are people who's hustling and YOLOing? The secret to that and the key to that is in the right balance. But more than the balance, let me say it to you as early as now, it's in the right integration. Again, right integration. You call that discipline. Okay? And so we start. Pag-usapan natin tong discipline, no? Because the truth is, the problem is nobody wants to be not happy. That's the problem. Wala namang taong, mamaya na yan, wala namang taong, yan, wala namang tao na gusto maging malungkot. Wala namang taong gusto yon di ba? Everybody wants to be happy. Okay? Nobody wants to be not happy. Okay? And also, nobody wants to be broke. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be rich. And yet, the problem lies to the fact na pinapapili nila tayo. The problem lies to the fact na pinapapili nila tayo. Na it's either you're happy or you're rich. It's either you're YOLO or you're hustling. Discipline is not about that. Discipline, katulad nung nakita nyo kanina, discipline is all about the discipline to stay in bliss no matter what. The discipline, hustle, to stay in bliss, YOLO, no matter what. And let's expound that further. Because maybe ikaw, you're hustling too much and sometimes you feel like you're burned out. Sometimes you feel like tired. Sometimes you feel like stressed. Pag-usapan natin to ngayon because maybe this is the solution to what you're going through right now. And at the same time, okay, maybe ikaw naman, you're YOLOing, alam mo yon, you're living life to the full, but you're scared, you're afraid, you're worried because you're not hitting your dreams, you're not hitting your ambition, you're not hitting what you want to happen in your life. Pag-usapan din natin yan. Let's talk about that as well. Because maybe this is the solution to your problem. Okay? And so let's talk about what discipline is not. Okay? Ano nga ba yung hindi? Okay? Number one, discipline is not about false positivity. Okay? Kasi marami dyan, di ba? Merong mga teams, merong mga organization na, you know what, just think positive. You know what, just, forget about everything. Just be optimistic. Just think positive, disregard your emotion, don't acknowledge your negative emotion, positive lang tayo, go, go, go. And sometimes it's being toxic, okay? Sometimes nakaka-toxic kasi nakaka-burnout yung ganon, no? And so, what I'm trying to tell you is that discipline is not false positivity. It's not toxic positivity. It's really being able to acknowledge your negative state and yet being okay with that. Being okay with not feeling okay. And yet, consciously shifting no matter what. Consciously shifting no matter what. Ang tawag natin dyan, adversity quotient. It's about the ability to face any adversity and yet consciously shifting, changing perspective so that you can feel happy naturally. Does that make sense? Para siyang ganito, no? It's being okay with being dirty. Okay, alam mo yon, being okay with the grind, being okay with being dirty kasi alam mo namang there is a conscious decision na maliligo ka afterwards to feel clean. Okay? Kasi yung ibang tao, wag kang maging negative, wag ka nang magdumi kasi naligo ka na. As if naman hindi ka talaga madudumihan, as if naman walang negative na nangyayari, as if naman di ka talaga malulungkot. Yun yung toxic positivity. That's my analogy to that. It's okay to do your daily grind, daily homework, daily responsibility because you know you can shift consciously no matter what. It's a discipline. It's a conscious decision. Does that make sense? Okay, if that makes sense, gusto ko comment mo naman yan below. Alam mo yon, comment mo naman what's your biggest learning about that because that is what discipline is all about. It's okay not to be okay for as long as you choose to stand up after falling. And if you are right now, you right now, no, kung ikaw na nanonood ka ngayon, if you are actually watching or listening to us right now, maybe via Spotify, maybe via our podcast, and you feel shit, you feel down, you know what? It's okay. You can take your time and hopefully just make a conscious decision to shift. Because that's what discipline is all about. Making the conscious decision to shift. Because here's the thing, maiba lang tayo saglit. Everything that happens to us, wala naman talaga yung meaning di ba? Everything that happens to us, it is our mind that puts meaning to it. Correct? Okay? If, for example, you get into a different situation or a negative situation, sometimes it's really negative, but sometimes it's also necessary to happen for you to go to a place or for you to go to a situation na positive, na maganda talaga. Does that make sense? So, meron kang mga pinagdaanan in the past that actually brought you where you are right now, regardless of how negative that might be at that moment. So, think about it that way. Even if you're going through something, it's okay. You feel bad, that's fine. Nobody is asking you to feel good about it. Of course, it's a negative for you. For as long as you choose to stand up, make a conscious decision, and shift after you mourn for it. The discipline is what discipline is all about. Does that make sense? Comment then down below. Kung ikaw nakaka-relate ka, comment mo naman para at least, diba, you know this is speaking to you. You know this is for you. Number 2, okay? Number 2, what discipline is not. Discipline is not one time, big time. Ano yung one time, big time? Para mong sinabi na hindi ka na maliligo kasi naligo ka naman na. Di na ako maliligo bukas kasi naligo na ako ngayon eh. Diba? Nonsense, diba? Pero sometimes that's how we do it. Parang meditation, diba? Hindi na ako magme-meditate kasi nag-meditate naman na ako eh. So dapat hindi na ako makaka-feel bad. Hindi na ako makaka-feel burnout. Hindi na ako makaka-feel tired kasi nag-meditate naman na ako. It doesn't work that way. Discipline is a discipline. Ulitin ko, no? Kaya nga siya tinawag na discipline, the discipline to feel in bliss no matter what. It is a discipline. It's like brushing of teeth. Okay? You brush your teeth, kakain ka, and then you brush your teeth again. You go into discipline every morning. Okay? What is a discipline? That is an act, or that is a discipline that you do every morning after you wake up. Okay? And your only priority is not to work yet. Your only priority is not to hustle yet. Your only priority the moment you wake up is to feel bliss, to work on your happiness, to work on your excitement, to work on your bliss. Okay? And ano yun? That involves meditation, that involves journal writing, that involves prayer, that involves devotion, that involves gratitude, that involves visualization. All of these tools, all of these instruments, okay, pag pinagsama mo yan in one, you call that discipline. Okay? And it's a discipline every single morning. Bakit? Notice those times when you're not happy. Di ba yun din yung mga time na nagkakamali ka? Di ba yun din yung time that you don't feel good about yourself or your environment? Di ba yun din yung time that you're judging people? Di ba yun din yung time that you easily get angry? Di ba yun din yung time that we all screw up? Because we forgot to feel excited, happy, blissful in the morning. And remember those times, you know, you were on a vacation, maybe you are on a tour, maybe, and you feel excited the moment you wake up. You feel happy the moment you wake up. You feel bliss the moment you wake up. Di ba yun din yung time na kung saan ang ganda ng araw mo? Yun din yung time wherein you're building memories. Yun din yung time na wini-wish mo, sana this does not end anymore. Because you start your morning right. Because unconsciously, you've done your daily routine. You've done your discipline. So discipline is not one time, big time. Every day you do it. Like brushing of teeth. Like taking a bath. The moment you wake up. Now, does that end there? No. You also do your discipline before you sleep. Kasi pansinin mo, di ba yung mga time wherein bad trip ka bago matulog, pag gising mo, bad trip ka pa rin? Yung time na alungkot mo bago matulog, pag gising mo, malungkot ka pa rin? So, just like brushing of teeth, okay? Just like mouthwash, okay? Na pag gising mo, mouthwash ka, pag tulog mo, mouthwash ka, discipline works, it's exactly the same. The moment you wake up, you feel bliss, you go through your day, you grind, you hustle, you do your chores, your responsibilities, and then right before you sleep, you don't bring your problems, you don't bring your trash, you don't bring your garbage to sleep. You actually clear it out, take it away, put it off you, and start feeling bliss again. Okay, there are certain tools that I can send to you. Just message me, okay, via my Facebook page. Message the word bliss, B-L-I-S-S, message the word bliss, and I will give you some tools maybe that you can use after you wake up or before you sleep. Maybe a meditation tool, a guided discipline tool na pwede mong pakinggan, pwede mong panoorin para at least magamit mo to, ma-practice mo to every single day. Okay? It's not just after you wake up, but also before you sleep, because you don't bring your garbage to sleep. You bring your dreams when you wake up and work on your dreams, but you don't bring your problems to your sleep. Does that make sense? Again, let's pause for a while. Comment down below, what are you learning from this? I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. Para next week, alam mo yun, basahin ko muna before we go to another webinar. Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. And I'm so excited to share that with you. Okay? And so, what am I saying here? In discipline, you don't stop prioritizing your bliss even though you know there will be sad days. Even though you know there will be bad days. It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine. You don't stop your bliss. Because that's the only thing you can trust on, that you know, that will make your mood and make your vibe become better every single day. Okay? Number 2, discipline is not one time, a big time. Number 3 here is that discipline is not unproductive. Some people, they don't prioritize their discipline because feeling nila, sayang oras, let me just work. Sayang oras, marami akong kailangan gawin. Sayang oras, next time na lang. And what's the result? They feel angry. They cannot manage their mood. They cannot manage their vibe. And I am guilty of this as well. Whenever I don't prioritize my bliss, ang bilis mag-init ng ulo ko. And maybe ikaw din yun, no? Sana pareho tayo. Katulad ko lang din ikaw, hindi ka rin perfect. Kasi ako hindi naman ako perfect. And whenever I don't prioritize my bliss, whenever I don't prioritize my happiness, my excitement before I work, I screw it up. I'm not in the mood. I'm not on my A game. But you know what? Whenever I prioritize my bliss, my excitement, my happiness, after I wake up, I'm on my A game. I know I feel like I'm on my prime. And since you're here, you're in prime, you want to be a prime Pinoy, the secret to fulfillment is staying in bliss. Because here's the thing, when you feel good, everything is easy. When you feel good, everything is easy. When you feel bad, everything is hard. Because you're here. You're meant to live, to enjoy life, and live it to the full. The truth is, discipline is who you are. Being in bliss and being happy is what you're meant to live your life with. You're not meant to live your life in sadness, being tired. Maybe you're tired right now. Maybe you're burned out. And you know deep inside your heart, you're not meant to live your life that way. You're meant to live your life in happiness and excitement. You're meant to live your life in bliss. Because happiness is who you are. Goodness is who you are. Sabi nga, di ba, again, with my Christian friends, di ba, God is good. And if you are a child of God, you should feel good. Ulitin ko, no? Sabi nga, di ba, God is good. And if you are a child of God, you are a wonderful, beautiful creation of God, then you should feel good. Feeling good is not what you do. It's who you are. Maybe you've just forgotten who you are. Maybe if you don't feel good right now, maybe the only thing that I want you to recognize, I want you to acknowledge is, baka nakalimutan mo lang kung sino ka. Nakalimutan mo lang yung nature mo. Nakalimutan mo lang yung authentic and genuine na ikaw. Which is happiness, excitement, bliss, feeling good. Because as a child of God, and if God is good, then you should feel good. You should feel good. And so for today, if you're watching right now, for tonight, I want you to live life in bliss. Live it to the full. Just like a child of God. Just like a child. Play with life. Enjoy with life. Gusto ko nga yung sinabi, di ba, isa sa mga vlog ni Michael V. Sabi niya ganon, sometimes kala natin hindi na tayo naglalaro kasi matanda na tayo. Sabi ni Michael V, di ba? Napanood niyo ba yun? Ganda nun. And sabi niya afterwards, pero sa totoo lang, kaya tayo tumatanda kasi nakakalimutan natin maglaro. Maybe you've been too hard on yourself. You've been too serious. You've put so much expectation onto your shoulders. Maybe it's time to let that go. Maybe it's time to just trust to your identity as a child of God and trust to who you are as greatness, as a great person, as someone capable, as someone worthy, as someone deserving. Because the truth is, that's who you are. Maybe start live life like a child, just happy, just excited, playing. I'm not saying na, alam mo yon, mag-isip bata. Pero sabi nga ni Michael V, gustong-gusto ko yung sinabi niya, magpusong bata. See life, see the world from the lens of a child. You're just in awe. Because the truth is, you're blessed. If you're watching tonight, you're blessed. If you're watching wherever you are, you're safe, you're blessed. Regardless of all the problem in the world, all the problem in this country, you're blessed. And if you want to solve the problem of the world, start it with your blessing. Start it with you. Sharing that goodness of life to one person, to two person, all the way to a city, to a province, to a region, and then to this country. Kung gusto mo magbago yung bansa, kaibigan, simulan mo. And the way you might want to start it is not coming from feeling bad, not coming from negativity, not coming from pessimism, but coming from excitement, coming from optimism, coming from discipline. The discipline to be in bliss no matter what. So again, if you have a biggest learning, comment mo naman, go ahead. I'm giving you this time right now. Comment mo naman ano yung biggest learning mo dito. Comment mo naman ano yung natutunan mo dito. Maybe nakarelate ka. I want to hear from you as well. What's your story? What are your thoughts? Okay, and pag-usapan natin. Because right now, if you want to be the most fulfilled, the truth is the most fulfilled right now are children. They can have whatever they want, and at the same time, they enjoy life. Just like you. You can have whatever you want because you can hustle, you can grind, but also you're happy. Why? Because of your discipline. Your discipline to feel and be in bliss no matter what. So again, that's our webinar for our Friday night. Comment mo naman what's your biggest takeaway, what's your biggest learning. I want to hear from you. I want to, I want to interact with you. I want to engage with you. Alam mo yun, let's make this, an interactive state. And make sure you join Prime Pinoy community once again because I'm gonna give my slides there for your access, pero hindi ka magkaka-access kung hindi ka pa part ng Prime Pinoy community na Facebook group. All right? And again, on to the next Friday, we're gonna have another webinar. Stay tuned. I hope you're getting value here. If you get a lot of value here, again, if you want tools, instruments on how to feel bliss, comment mo, okay? Comment ka or mag-message ka sa Facebook page ko ng BLISS, Bliss, okay? Para mabigyan kita ng tools na yon. Now, if you find value here and you haven't left a review yet, make sure you leave a review doon sa review section ng Facebook page ko para naman other people will get inspired as well. Other people will see also that what we're doing is actually adding value to this country and to this community. Again, I honor, acknowledge, and thank you for watching this webcast. I welcome you to your journey of being Prime. This has been Mix Flores, your host. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Prime Pinoy Podcast.
Audio Jungle.